back to another podcast where you learn about history. Today I have Sully and Riker. And today we will be learning about the Triangle Trade. Again, welcome back to Cats. The first topic we'll be learning about was the steps in the Triangle Trade. Riker, what was the first step in the Triangle Trade?
Okay, so the first step in the Triangle Trade was Europe to Africa. So that was the manufactured goods as guns, rum, and there was one other one, but I can't remember it at this very moment. Here, I can... Okay, so manufactured products, copper, clothes, guns, and ammunition went to Africa, and the guns were used to, like... Wow, this is bad. Hello?
So basically they gave the guns to the Africans.
Thank you.
And
I was having such a hard problem saying that entire sentence. I don't know what is going wrong.
Yeah, they gave the guns to the Africans and basically tempted the Africans into doing each other.
It was more like threatened.
They captured.
They just slightly tempted them.
Maybe pointed a gun at them.
They also forced the
hostage.
They also forced.
Yeah, they also forced like some of the their own tribes to as slaves.
Other. All that. Basically, imagine some new people coming to Cedar Crest High School, and then they give us guns, and then we go and basically kidnap
other students.
Other students and bring them back to Cedar Crest.
Yeah, we bring them back to Cedar Crest,
and then bring them to a whole new school.
Yeah.
We just lived in Cedar Crest, traumatized by the experience, but we're happy because we didn't leave school. That's a great analogy, Zeke. Thank you. Okay, what is the second step in the Triangle Trade, Sullivan?
So the second step is that they brought slaves to the New World. So they captured, how Europeans brought over guns. They forced they told the African king or the emperor or however you want to call it to I don't know, fine
and then capture other slaves.
Zeke is our translator. Me and Sullivan are having a rough time here. Okay.
And basically, after they captured them, they went back to the explorers, took the slaves, and basically brought them to the New World.
Yeah, it's very accurate.
Which the second step is called the Middle Passage, and there's two types of boats that they used on the Middle Passage: packer and a loose packer. The tight packer held more and was
a lot tighterly packed, as the name is.
the tight packer held like 1,000 slaves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the loose packer was looser packed.
And then it held like less slaves.
300 slaves.
250.
150. And there's basically two stops in the Middle Passage. The first stop was the prisons, which were built by the Europeans as a stop, and then sailors would come pick up the slaves from these prisons. Also getting, knives and equipment that the New Worlds. And wasn't there like a revolt on one of the boats?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. The
It was-
La Amistad?
yeah, the Amistad. The the captured slaves, or I shouldn't say slaves because they weren't slaves technically, but the captured Africans revolted over their captures, or the people like on the boat, but they didn't know how to drive the boat, so they kept the driver alive, which slowly drew the entire boat all the way to the Americas. So that plan had failed, but since the ruling of the Americas Supreme Court, they ruled that they were allowed to do it because they were captured and they killed their captors, which was allowed because it wasn't on American grounds, it was in international waters. So technically they couldn't really do anything other than that. So they let the Africans go back to Africa.
So, do you have any more information on this? Wasn't there like a escape or something?
Yeah. You said wait, Raigard, you said that they had like got a trial, right?
Yeah, the Supreme Court ruling and stuff. I didn't say trial, but thank you. That clarifies it a little bit.
Yeah. Didn't they fought if they wanted to leave the slaves here, in the New World,
Yeah.
or take them back to Africa?
Mm-hmm. That's what they're trying to think, yeah. That's what they tried to do.
Didn't find a toothpick or toenail and pick all the locks with it?
Oh yeah, there was
I think it was
nail
a
or
loose
something.
nail. Yeah, loose nail from the boat, and
It was a
then
normal nail.
They're
That's gross.
they're
Why would you
lucky
think
enough
that?
to find
Yeah. And it took them forever to pick
the
those
sugar
locks
knives.
too. It took them like
One day event.
It took them I think it was a couple days actually of process of trying to pick the locks, especially trying to do it to everyone that was locked up. They had to pick I don't remember how many people it was exactly. There wasn't many. There was 12 or something. 12 people, is that right?
Which were the smallest boats, held 250.
Well,
but there were 12 main
yeah,
assemblers, yeah.
There's 12 people that overthrew the boat.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't know if they ended up releasing everyone after that and everybody was just on the boat, or if I don't know what exactly happened.
Sugar knives on the boat?
Huh?
Yeah, what Zeke said. He said sugar knives. They used it to attack.
They had the sugarcane knives as weapons.
Yeah. Cut up by a sugar knife, I'd probably piss my pants a little.
Dude, language.
Dude.
Don't speak like that.
Yeah, I would pee my pants.
You would pee
You
their
know,
pants?
maybe
Not your
leak
own?
some. Both. You know,
Both?
pee on them and me.
Okay,
And
this is
me.
off topic. So what about step 3, Zeke?
So step number 3 was after they delivered the slaves to the New World, they all the women back in the Americas, the New Worlds, they were sold, and then the money that they got from the slaves were loaded onto the boats. And with that money, they purchased tobacco, molasses, sugar, and raw products, and then they brought them back to Europe to be processed and sold for more money. The third step. So basically, this entire triangle made a like money. It's basically they basically made money all the way around the triangle.
Like
Got it.
selling, capturing, well, buying, and then selling it again.
Selling, buying, making more money, making more, and then buying more, and selling more, and buying more. You know?
Mm-hmm. So it just kept coming back and forth as they would like a business, I guess.
You know?
Like each
Yeah.
point of the triangle is its own metaphorical business. Like it gives out, which it then gives back.
Yeah. And then the last topic is acts of slavery / hardships Americans were first to endure during the slave trade and after the slave trade.
The impacts of slavery, hardships. Okay. Well, of course, the impact of getting captured and enslaved. I mean, they were worked a lot in the New World. They were treated poorly, and they were expected
Yeah,
to work in those conditions.
they're kind of treated like animals,
Yeah, exactly.
humans.
Because they were, in quotation marks, inferior.
Yes, inferior.
They were considered inferior to the Europeans.
White Americans thought they were more superior than.
I think Americans or Europeans thought they were superior because, like, they had like modern things in their times than the Africans.
Yeah, they believed
Yeah.
they were more civilized.
Like, there's this one time period that, like, the most advanced country in the world. But then the Europeans had to come and screw everything up.
Like how most Europeans were in denial about the civilizations, like the advanced civilizations that were more technological than the Europeans, and they're like,
Yeah.
the lost tribe, the lost European tribe, as there was a European tribe that went to Africa and disappeared. So anytime someone was like, oh, this place is actually technologically advanced more than you, they would deny it and say that it was them there, actually.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's one of the Africa had to face was the, like, I don't know how you would say that, economic destruction of their, like, country. If the Europeans didn't come, they would be, like, one of the most powerful countries by now.
Yeah.
We took half the population, basically, and enslaved them. then when they were at the Americas, they were like whips and like repeatedly day after day, and sometimes they would not eat. They would just they wouldn't have any room to pee or poop. They just
You'd be rolling around.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they didn't have any,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they couldn't move.
forced.
Especially in the tight packers.
And then wouldn't like the moms throw their babies across
To
the
get
ship
food, yeah.
so they can get food? Yeah.
They threw them in the front of the line so they could eat.
Yeah.
Like, I would not throw my kid across like, these boats were not small boats.
Well, I mean, they didn't really throw their child. They kind of handed their child to other people that kind of brought them to the front of the line. They didn't just throw them like a football.
Mike! Hold on, Johnny.
2342. Say hi. Yeet.
They didn't actually, like, chuck their kids across the...
But it'd be hard to live in those conditions.
Like, I probably could not mentally, like...
Yeah, I'd go insane before
Dude.
I'd die.
I'd probably, like hallucinate maybe a couple times.
Just a little bit.
Not handle. Yeah, I just could not handle what they went through.
No.
It would be really tough.
Mhm.
The toughest.
Yeah, the
Toughest.
toughest. Yeah. Like, without eating for like a few days.
Yeah.
And then wasn't there like this myth about this bird that flew next to them?
I think it was
yeah.
like,
There was I think it was more of like a legend, like I don't know if it was a god. I don't want to say it was a god if it wasn't. But
It's like
it
a
was
black. It was a black
someone
bird.
very
I remember
special.
that.
It was like a giant eagle or raven. I don't remember. But it followed. It said they would say that it followed them to the new world to help protect them and keep them strong.
Safe, yeah.
It's like the one way that they didn't go insane. Likely, anyways.
So basically, Africa was basically destroyed because
Someone thought that they were inferior. Zeke, did you... Zeke, hello? Are you there?
oh,
Hello? Okay,
No.
you're back. Well, Zeke's internet is cutting out once again, so I think this might be a good time to end. Solvin, do you have anything to add?
well, I was gonna finish your sentence how you said they were
Yeah, you can
like
finish.
inferior,
Yeah.
like how someone thought they were inferior. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. I think Zeke's dead once again. We're coming up on the 19.5 minute mark, close to 20 minutes.
thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Hopefully, you guys come back.
For what?
Listen to us again.
I don't think they will come back.
Bet you they will.
Yeah, they'll come back just for our entertainment and our accurate information. Not our stuttering or
Awkwardness.
anything. We didn't stutter at all. We never stuttered once. But our facts and our humor. That's why they'll come back. Yep.
Okay.
Goodbye.